Hello, my name is Oliver Powell, the Angry Canadian. Tonight I'm going to talk about a rather controversial issue, sex education in schools. Mainly with this article I found right here. Okay, so here is the news article I found on Toronto Star. So, Ontario's new sex ed curriculum headed for schools this fall as parents voice concerns. My concern as a parent is that are the kids able to comprehend what they're learning and are they able to handle it in a mature fashion? I know when I was in grade 1, I was less mature than most. Proper names for body parts will be taught in grade 1, something child abuse investigators have long urged, which makes sense because when little Timmy, God forbid, gets touched down there, if he says, "Oh, well, he touched me in my pee-pee," or whatever, that's not going to hold up in a court of law. Okay? And not to, and I think where the biggest controversy comes from all this is that parents are concerned that, oh, you're going to corrupt my kid's mind, or you're going to take away their innocence of being kids, and you know, you kind of are. But in a way, you're also protecting them from themselves and from the creepy people out there. So, you know, it's it's all part about growing up. I guess people just want kids to be kids for a little bit longer. I don't know. And also, I'm also really concerned about how, my kid is going into grade 1 next year, and he will be taught this. So, yeah, this is a big deal for me. And for me, I know that I'm going to teach him my values at home, and I hope that the school that he was going to go to next year will teach him very similar values. And that's why I picked the school that he's going to. So, because, it's a Catholic school, and I'm Catholic, so I'm sure that they're going to do the right thing. Then the article goes on into further detail. The first mention of the concept of same-sex relationships will be introduced to grade 3 students. And that's fine too. We're in a new age where gay marriage is more accepted now. I know that when I was in grade 3, it wasn't really talked about or at all, or it was still rarely taboo. Gay marriage was still illegal when I was in grade 3. So, progress has been made, I guess. And I'm not anti-homophobic. I'm not, whatever. I'm just thinking that as long as you can teach the grade 3 students that some mommies have, some Timmy has two daddies, or Timmy has two mommies, and if you can try and explain a homosexual relationship at that age, as long as it can be done appropriately, then, okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. It might not be fine with you, but, it's fine with me. And this is my show, so that's my opinion. Deal with it. Leave your comments below if you disagree with me. Grade 4 students will learn about online safety, text messaging, and sexual pictures, as well as about puberty. I mean, that's very important. You wouldn't, would be, I don't know what I would do if something happened to Bradley like that. If he started going online and chatting and whatever, if he doesn't know what's out there, and that's my job as a responsible parent. He's a few years away from grade 4, but he has a cell phone at 6. It doesn't have any data on it, and it's just my old phone that doesn't work anymore. It's just he uses it for Angry Birds. That's it. Or Tetris or wherever the heck games are still on there. And but kids today are there's more technology out there. It's more accessible than when I was in grade 4. So it's important to teach them the safe way to do things. and to basically stay away from, they have warnings on websites, you must be 18 to enter. I remember going on to inappropriate websites when I was younger than 18, and I had to get a calculator out to change the year to make it 18 years old. But sorry, Mom, for if you're watching this. Grade 6 students will be taught what masturbation is and will learn about healthy relationships and consent. I didn't need a teacher to tell me about masturbation. I figured that out on my own. Okay? I think, okay, do you really need to have a masturbation class? Probably not. Nature will take its course, believe me. It's all in the wrist. I think that's probably going to be one of the first times any grade 6 student will be excited about homework. I'm okay, Dad. I'm going to my room to do homework. No, wait. Hey, Dad. I got a gold star in my masturbation test today. I'm the top in my class. Moving on. So, grade 7 students will be warned about the risks of sexting, as well as being informed about sexually transmitted diseases and oral sex. They want to introduce oral sex and an anal sex, and that does not really belong in the classroom, like, at all. 7 students are probably more into that age of texting and going online and trying this online dating thing maybe for the first time. The protesters are having is that you gotta save their childhood. Everyone's upset about their innocence being taken away. That's true. But you also gotta think that you got to protect them at the same time. You just can't have them, stay young and naive forever. As nice as that would be, but you got to give them tools to fight back with. And is grade 1 too young for sex education? Maybe I wouldn't teach a grade 1 about oral or anal sex. That's totally not appropriate. The proper names for their body parts, yeah, that's fine. And I think a lot of people are all caught up on the anal sex and everything and the oral sex at such a young age, and no one's really paying attention to. No one really knows how the curriculum's going to be done. All these angry protesters getting angry, and they don't know what they're getting angry about. I'm a parent too, and I want to protect my kids from everything as much as I can. And the best way to do that is with knowledge. To tell them that, the reason why these dating websites are for 18 plus is because it's dangerous out there. And it was a while ago, but not that long ago that I was, 16, 17 years old, and I wanted to experience things for myself. And, 16, 17-year-old enough to do a lot of things. I don't think you can see a rated R movie yet. You can't drink, but you want to do stuff. So I'm just going to try to wrap this up and cut some of the stuff I said yesterday and some of the stuff I'm saying today, and tie it up into one big happy ending. That it's important to teach kids how to be responsible. The best way to make everyone happy is to have these classes be, I guess an option. Maybe have them do certain classes are mandatory, like the mechanics of what's going on with their body is, that's fine. That's what I got when I was that age. And but then the parents have to take it up a notch too. It's like parents are angry that the schools are going to be teaching this and this and this. You know, but they never stop to think, what am I teaching my kids? You know, they never, and then they're like, oh, well, I don't know how to do that or stuff. And you know, and my kids are only, you know, 6 and 3. So they're a long way from asking me about sex. At least I hope so. But you know, but my little boy knows the proper names for his body parts, and that's important to me. You know, he doesn't know what a blowjob is. I'll probably have to cut that out. But what I'm basically trying to say is that, you know, the parents out there watching this, is that you gotta. No one can really tell you. I guess what I'm trying to say is the parents that you gotta be responsible with. You know, the schools are going to try and shove this down their throat, their throats. And right now, come fall, when school starts up again in September, that's what they're going to get. And my boy will be going into grade 1, and so he's going to start getting his first taste of sex ed. So they're going to come to you with questions. And you know, your moral views might be one way, my moral views are going to be some other way. So this is definitely a very controversial and tricky subject. And yeah, so I guess I'll leave this to you people, and hopefully I'll post the link to the description, and especially to the protesting video, you know. So I guess that's everything I want to say. I got a bit of editing I gotta do. So thank you for watching. My name's Oliver Powell, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!